Maganda't makulay na araw at gabi, minamahal kong mga kabarangay. Kuya Rene muli dito po sa ating Barangay New Zealand. Kumusta po kayo? Sana po ay nasa mabuting kalalagyan at excited na dahil magpapasko na po, no? Nais ko palang ipaalala po sa inyo na next Monday, December 20, ang ating New Zealand Filipino Christmas TV Special Year 3. Yan po ay mapapanood po dito sa ating programang Barangay New Zealand sa Apna TV 36 sa Lunes, pero alas 9:30 po ng gabi, from 9:30 to 10:30. Tayo po yung nagpapasalamat sa pamunuan ng Apna TV 36 dahil binigyan po tayo ng pagkakataon na maitanghal ang ating New Zealand Filipino Christmas TV Special Year 3. At o nga pala, ngayon po ay episode 5 na po ng ating Barangay New Zealand. Maraming salamat po talaga sa inyo, sa inyong panalangin, sa inyong suporta, sa inyong Kuya Rene at sa programa natin, no, dito sa Barangay New Zealand. Ito po ay atin, no? Dito sikat tayo, sikat kayo. At isa pang magandang balita po nung December 8 ay lumabas na po yung incorporation papers po ng Barangay New Zealand Foundation. So tayo po isang charitable trust na po ngayon at ibig sabihin yan ay mas marami po ang ating magagawang serbisyo publiko para sa ating mga kabarangay, sa ating mga kababayan na hindi Pilipino at sa mga Pilipino na rin sa Pilipinas. So yan po ang ating Barangay New Zealand Foundation. At sana po ay suportahan niyo po at tulungan niyo po kami dito po sa Barangay New Zealand Foundation at syempre ang ating prime project, ito pong Barangay New Zealand, no? This is a viewer-supported program. Yan. At okay, napaka-exciting po ng ating episode 5 ngayon. Kaya dyan lang po kayo. Dito po ako sa ating Barangay New Zealand. Mga kabarangay, napaka-inspiring po itong kwento ng ating unang Filipino-Kiwi newsmaker. Sila po ang mga founders ng GP Chili Oil, no? Pampasarap, pampagana, pamparami ng kanin sa pag tayo kumakain. Pero napakasarap kasi sausawan yung GP chili oil. Kaya minarapat kong hanapin po ang mga founders at narito po sila, si Chef Norse at si Mrs. Lea Vargas, no? Itong dalawa sila yung tandem na nagtayo nitong GP chili oil. At ang GP ay kinuha nila po sa pangalan ng kanilang mga anak na si Ginger at si Pepper. Tunghayan po natin ang kwento ng GP Chili Oil, ang kwento ni Norse at Lea Vargas.
Nung nagustuhan naman nila, masarap daw. Sabi niya, friends natin yan eh. Siyempre, hindi magsasabi ng totoo yan kung masarap o hindi. Sasabihin niya, masarap. So sabi ko sa kanya, let's try ibenta natin sa sa marketplace, sa Facebook. So may mga nag-order. So sabi niya, yan, bumebenta. Ang problema naman namin noon, baka hindi naman ulitin kapag bumili sila. Kapag may umulit at nagre-order sila, ibig sabihin, gusto ng order. Maraming nagre-order. As in, naging busy ako sa lockdown. Hindi na mag-work ako. Nagbabalot ako ng mga chili oil, nagpapak kami. So,
kasi during lockdown kami yung hospitality yung medyo na-hit talaga.
Natamaan.
As in,
So, ang dami naming orders. Mayat-mayan, nagri-ring yung phone ko. Tapos, pagka sabihin ko sa kanya, gawa ka ulit. Tapos, nung time na isang beses na sa Facebook, may nagko-comment, may nag-question, are you registered? Are you licensed? Sabi
license,
natakot ako.
Hindi nyo kilala yun? Hindi
namin kilala. Parang hindi siya Pilipino.
Hindi siya Pilipino.
Okay.
Hindi Pilipino yung...
So, hindi kami makasagot.
So, sabi namin, baliwalian mo na lang. pero talagang hindi ako nakatulog ng gabi. Sabi ko sa kanya, we need to make an action.
We need to do the right thing. So, yun nga, yung ni-register namin. So, lahat ng profit napunta sa registration.
Tapos,
kasi
ganun ka, alam mo, pricey. So, sabi ko sa kanya, kailangan to lagyan natin sa supermarket. So, ang goal lang namin talaga is mabawi yung ginastos
Tapos
sa
while yung sa application po, nag-iisip kami ng name.
Yeah.
Ang dami naming name na naiisip.
Yeah.
Tapos sabi ko sa kanya, bakit hindi pangalan ni Ginger at ni Pepper?
Yeah.
Mga anak
So
po
yung
namin,
GP, yung G kasi
is Ginger. Yung P is Pepper. Mga anak po namin yan.
Pepper.
Si Ginger and si Pepper.
Ginger and Pepper. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Galing
Sabi ko, yun na lang ang name. Tapos dinagdagan na lang namin ang kitchen. Kasi total chef siya.
Hindi namin alam talaga yung Tapos yung una talagang
yung bottle pa nga po namin noon, yung tumatagas.
Leaky. Tapos sa bond paper.
Yung mga sticker.
Tapos handwritten. Yung mga
parang nakita ko yun eh.
As in, ang pangit nung una. Pero,
tapos, tinangkilik
nila. Kaya thank you talaga. Naku, papasalamat kami.
Actually, minsan yung, yung mga buzzer. Buzzer ba tawag doon? Yun yung buzzers ba? Bashers.
Bashers.
Magpapa, talaga sa'yo magiging, magpapa-challenge sa'yo. Kaya minsan maganda rin may bashers
You take it as a parang constructive criticism, no? Yung parang
yun.
Talagang meron
Lahat meron talagang comment As in, hindi matatapos ang isang linggo. Yung walang ganito, yung ganito, yung ganyan. So, lahat yun, inipon namin, kinonstruct namin, nilagay namin sa label. Yun.
Kahit hanggang ngayon, meron pa rin po. Ang isang comment na nakakatuwa. May comment
yung latest?
Yung latest na comment.
Masyado
punong-puno
yung chili oil. So, yun yung pinaka... Kasi, ang ginawa namin, gusto namin kasi sulit So, ang ginagawa as in, pagbukas mo, puno talaga. So, para sulit sa, alam niyo naman, Pilipino, di ba? Dapat sulit ang bayad. So, yun ang latest na comment. Masyado raw punong-puno, pagbukas niya, natatapon.
Tapos after
yun? Magandang problema na lang niya yun. Parang so, dapat pag binuksan mong ganon, meron ka nang doon ng plato ng kanin para pagbukas mong ganon, may konti man lang.
pero nung chili oil,
go on, Lea.
Kami ng mga ibang products. Yan. Pero wala po.
Okay.
Ayun po. Hindi po namin pa siya nilalabas sa iba. Pero
so
na-order
meron ng ibang products na dadating. Okay.
So, chili oil nanganak ng pang ano
yan?
Pang mga
Chinese.
Pang Chinese, pang Szechuan chili oil. So, alam niyo yung mga kainchikan, pang pang Chinese restaurant. So, ang lasa niya, medyo kainchikan.
Pero wala pa sa market yan.
Meron na po usually sa mga Asian store.
Sa mga typing, yung mga ganon.
Opo, sa mga. Tapos, binigyan namin yung mga puti ng hot chips powder.
Okay.
Kasi yung mga kiwi, ang gusto niya, mga French fries Siyempre, kailangan natin ng Filipino, yung pang barbecue.
Bagay ngayon yan para
deep in marinade.
You should try that po.
So, pang sausawan. Yung barbecue kanto. And then yung sa pang kiwi, buffalo hot sauce.
Yan po, mabenta sa puti.
Talagang
Pero nag-concentrate po kami sa garlic chili oil. Kailangan, kumbaga, meron talagang parang main product.
So, yun ang main, tapos yung iba ay nandyan na. No? Meron na ba sa Feel at Home? Meron na yung kina Robbie? Wala pa? Wala pa doon?
Garlic chili oil. Yung sa iba po,
meron
kompleto. Meron yata silang marinade, deep in marinade.
Pero saan may kompleto niyan? Sa mga Asian stores na
sa Unihunga, kompleto. At
yung shop doon. Okay.
Sa Feel O Goods.
Yun. Yun.
Sa Smiley, sa may Mount Roskill, sa
Romas.
Tsaka sa Fresh and Safe sa Albany. Opo.
Fresh and Save, oo. Taka sa Roma's Basket, yung sa Papakura. Iba yung ano.
Ayun, sa Papakura. So
Mm,
usually mga 3 products po yung nasa nila.
Pero you are still working full-time, ano, ito sideline pa rin itong
Opo,
sa business
kasi
sa
opo.
ngayon.
We're still full-time.
So, going back dun sa chili oil, saan nanggaling yung ano, yung parang idea about that? Alam mo yun, di ba? Yung, syempre, hindi mo sasabihin yung sikreto, pero yung, paano yun? Yung parang, pangsawsawan. Kasi ako, una ko natikman yung chili oil sa Pilipinas nga, di ba? Yung, alam mo yung puwit ng manok, di ba? Yung parang ano yun, iniihaw yung puwit ng manok, di ba? Tapos pag bibili ka dun sa tindahan na yun, may kasamang ano, yung chili oil Chili oil.
As in, oil
Kasi
lang
bata
po
pa
siya talaga.
Oil lang yun.
Oo. Bata pa ako noon. So, bata-bata pa ng konti. So, inaano ko sa kanin. So, sinasabi ng mga kasama ko, "Uy bro, baka maano ka kasi ang dami mong ano." Sabi ko, "Hindi, okay lang." Ganun. So, doon ko una natikman yan. Kaya nung nakita ko yan dito sa Onehunga, sabi ko, parang yan yung ano yung chili oil na. No? And when I tasted it, ganun nga, no? Mas maanghang nga lang na. Mas maanghang nga.
Kasi po yung iba, mas gusto nila mas maanghang.
Opo.
Oo. Yung iba talaga. Tingnan mo yung mga produkto ngayon galing Pilipinas. Meron ng pareho. May hindi maanghang, may maanghang. Yung dati mga pansit lang yon, mga ano lang, yung mga ano to, yung mga noodles, ganun. Ngayon, ano na, nakita ko merong chips na ano, yung parang may iba ano siya, yung parang ano to, duck, parang yung sa pato na ano, yung ano to, yung chips niya, no? But anyway, saan mo na ano yung ano to, Norris, yung konsepto, yung
kasi
gaano katagal yung proseso na
kasi mahilig talaga kami sa sa maanghang. So,
okay.
Kumbaga parang ano lang nung nag-try ako actually,
sa work niya
wala talaga kaming ingredients sa bahay kundi bawang at sili. So from that 2 ingredients, no? So nag-trial lang talaga na paano siya sasarap kapag nilagay mo to. Kasi kumbaga ang motto namin bringing the restaurant flavor to your home. Kumbaga pag nilagay mo yung product namin, kahit hindi ka marunong magluto,
masarap.
Magiging masarap. Yun yung magiging magic niya. So, and then yung anghang depende sa sa ilalagay mong quantity. Yun ang kagandahan sa chili oil. So, makokontrol mo. Pag konti, hindi ganun kaanghang. Pag dinamihan mo, magiging maanghang. And last, yung mga Pilipino usually, o kaya kahit sino yata mahilig sa bawang. Kasi yung aroma ng garlic
Yes, correct. Oo.
Yun. Kaya, and then, para maiba, kasi sa Pilipinas, di ba, kung papansin nyo, chili garlic Chili garlic. So, ang ginawa namin, sinop namin para madaling maalala. Garlic chili oil. So, pag inano nyo, kumbaga, maalala nila na garlic chili oil, hindi chili garlic.
Hindi chili garlic. Oh, that's a nice marketing strategy na ginawa nyo. And then so yung mga batches na yan ay sa bahay nyo ginagawa yan, no? Sa bahay.
Opo.
Oo. So talagang yung amoy diyan, talagang aromatic
yung bahay. Nakakagutom. Opo.
Buti nga po. We're so lucky dahil na-approve kami ng council
yung
first time daw na magkaroon ng
home kitchen.
Okay. So talagang lahat. Kaya nga sabi mo sabi mo nga magastos kasi lahat ginawa nyo, yung home kitchen, yung license, everything ay talagang so wala wala ka nang pangamba na. And that's why you are doing the next itong product lines na nakahalintulad pa rin yung proseso, no? Yung mga lalagyan, bote, 'di ba? Available naman 'yan, 'di ba? Yung you just buy it in bulk and then
ang hirap po nung una, sobrang hirap. Mahirap ang dito, yung what we call this, yung source.
Yung source.
Hindi namin alam kung saan may kukuha ng bottle. Talagang ang dami kong
kasi
research.
Kasi bulk yung iba as in
research talaga.
1,000
kung
pieces
saan ako makakakuha ng bottle. kung paano, pati yung mga sticker, kung paano gagawin. As of now, yung sticker namin, sa Philippines pa namin pinapagawa.
Ay, talaga? Oo.
So,
Sabagay, magaang lang yon, papadala sa inyo.
Opo.
Pinapadala po.
Dito nyo piniprint o pagdala dito?
Print na sa Philippines.
Pero yung mga bote, hindi galing Pinas?
Hindi po.
Hindi naman po dito.
Okay. Yun ang sinosource nyo from here.
Opo.
Grabe, ang hirap maghanap ng lagayan.
At saka ang problema kasi, pag maliit ka pa, tapos may malaking order, last priority ka.
So parang mababump off ka, parang kasi
parang ganun. Kasi ang order mo konti lang, sila madami. So sila muna, kung ano yung matitira sa'yo, parang ganun.
Ano ang yung syempre pag lumapit ka sa Filipino store muna, pag lumapit ka, paano mo isinisales pitch yan para sige, maglagay kayo sa paano mong yung binibenta yung produkto sa kanila sa mga
sa tingin ko yung pinakamahirap yung unang store yung unang store, which is napaka thankful namin sa Pinoplus. Kumbaga talagang binigyan nila ng break. And then yung Pinoplus kasi they have 4 branches.
Oo.
Yeah, ganoon po. Pero nung una, as in
Siyempre nagda-doubt sila.
Nagda-doubt sila Kumbaga lalo sa sa hindi Pilipino, sa mga Chinese, ibang lahi, mga puti. Kumbaga, what's this? Parang ang sakit kagad. What's this? I don't know this. Parang gano'n.
Maraming salamat, Norse at Leia, ang GP Chili Oil founders sa inyong kwento. At pumunta po kayo sa pinakalalapit na Asian store o Filipino sari-sari store dito po sa Aotearoa, New Zealand. At nandun na po ang mga produkto. Hindi lamang chili oil, meron ng iba pang linya. Itong sina Norse at si Leia, ang ating unang Filipino Kiwi newsmaker dito po sa Barangay New Zealand. Ang pangalawang Filipino Kiwi newsmaker po dito sa ating programang Barangay New Zealand ay si Attorney Dewey Sakayan. Si Dewey ay isang climate activist and she's also a litigation lawyer. Alamin natin ang kwento ni Dewey Sakayan. Climate activist here in New Zealand. Very interesting because offline you mentioned to me the things that you have been doing at such a young age. Can you give us a glimpse of your work as a climate activist, Dewey?
Sure. Tito, let me start with why and how it started for me, because I think that context is very important. So it was actually back in 2013 when Super Typhoon Haiyan hit, or Typhoon Yolanda hit Tacloban, Philippines. I was in my second year of law school then, and I remember seeing it and watching the news and just feeling this urge to help, especially because I could see just how helpless our kababayans became when Super Typhoon Haiyan hit the Visayas region. And so I started a relief drive in my school, at university, and even in my church. And that relief drive became a huge deal because a lot of my friends, even during exam time, was suddenly giving me boxes and boxes of relief goods, of clothes, of food. We even raised almost 100,000 pesos, which I was able to bring back to Tacloban. And so really this relief drive for me at the time was just an act of service to help out. But what made it even more meaningful was that my family and we were able to go to Tacloban and actually give those relief goods ourselves.
Okay. Very good.
Yes, po. And so my family and we flew to Tacloban. We got connected with the Redemptorist Church, and we were able to help 500 families. And on top of that, donate the 100,000 pesos that we were able to raise in that short amount of time. However, when I was there, po, we were trying to help as much as we can, but really all we could see was just devastation. There were ships cargo ships that landed aground. All the houses were in rubble. All the trees were down. Even when we were going around, you could see that the jeepney drivers and everyone was trying to go in and around and swerve around rubbles, but also people. And just the whole scenery, Paul, was traumatizing enough for me to just think, this cannot be just a relief drive. This cannot be just a one-off action of service. It has to go deeper than just giving to my kababayans when there's a need. And so because of that, after I came back to New Zealand, Paul, I started thinking about, climate change even more forcefully. And I started thinking about, okay, what are the actual problems as to why we have this? What's the root cause of climate change? And I think I don't know if you would agree with me, Paul, but climate change, especially during my time, it wasn't really taught. It wasn't really talked about. People acknowledge that climate change is real, but back in the 90s, early 2000s, you don't get that as part of your educational curriculum. And so really it was up to me to look for people in groups who would actually help me understand it more, but also help me act on it. And so the opportunity came for me to represent New Zealand at the UN Framework Convention on Climate Change, or the Climate Talks Conference of the Parties. And I was very lucky to go to two of them. The first one was in Lima, Peru, and then the second one was in Marrakesh, Morocco. And as a youth delegate, Paul, what I would do there is that I would write articles, I would track negotiations, I would then break it down so that young people like myself could understand what is actually going on and what it means for us. I would also write speeches, I would deliver speeches at the plenaries, and then I would organize action. So from an international level, Paul, I was very lucky to be able to do that, but also very lucky to learn directly from, country negotiators. So both from New Zealand and the Philippines. So a lot of my mentors, Paul, are the big kind of minds of climate action from the Philippine Climate Change Commission. So that's been kind of the start of like climate action for me. But very quickly, my theory of change had started to develop. And my theory of change became to think globally and to act locally. And so when I came back to New Zealand, I started doing more work, but more grassroots work. And so that started off with campaigning for my university group, such as Fossil Free University of Auckland. We were trying to divest. We were trying to divest the university, and we were successful in doing that as of November 2019. September 2019. And then I also joined a lot of different groups, even within the church. So there's Catholic, and we have this group called Laudato Si Generation. It's a network of Catholics. Yes. Yes. So we actually launched the Laudato Si Youth Manifesto, and we worked with Cardinal Tagle to actually present that to Pope Francis during World Youth Day in Panama. Another interesting piece of work that I managed to do, Paul, was actually go to Philippine prisons. So one of my work, or one of the researches that I was a part of, was to work in prisons in the Philippines and find out how they cope with disasters. What happens.
So you went to the Philippines to do this?
Yes, but
but you were not a lawyer yet. You were still a student when you.
I was still a student at the time, a law student.
Wow!
Thank you, Bob. So we published a policy brief, and that policy brief was directed to the Bureau of Jail Management and Penology of the Philippines.
The
and it
BJMP,
really,
okay, yeah.
exactly, and it really broke down, Bob, like what we found out when it came to disaster management in prisons, sa Kamuning, in Cebu, as well. So there's the urban and rural jails that we were looking at. And then I guess the most notable work that I was very fortunate to do here in New Zealand was to lobby and advocate for the Zero Carbon Act. So it's the climate law po that we have here in New Zealand, and that took 3 years to lobby. It took a lot of volunteers to upskill, but also to go out there, to go out of their comfort zone and directly speak with decision makers, including influential people and leaders, MPs, but even businesses. So my niche po there was to specifically target big businesses, because as we know, it will take all of us to act on climate change.
Yes,
and
that's
so
correct.
we managed to have, I think it was about 250 businesses sign on to our open letter, in support of the Zero Carbon Act. And again, we were successful in doing that in November 2019. So a lot of work po, just starting from, starting from an eye-opening experience in Tacloban all the way to now.
Yan po ang kwento ni Dewey Sakayan, ang ating second Filipino-Kiwi newsmaker dito po sa Barangay, New Zealand. She is a litigation lawyer and a climate activist. From VOA News, let's take a look at what's happening in other parts of the world.
Our health, our survival, is bound up in the health of our oceans. We have to do more to protect them. It's crucial that the agreement call on countries to develop and enforce strong national action plans to address this problem at its source. If we're ambitious in both our global and our local efforts, if we can combine the efforts of government and industry with those of communities and individuals, I'm convinced we can overcome this challenge.
Bueno mga kabarangay, maraming salamat at pinayagan nyo kami muli pumasok sa inyong mga tahanan, sa inyong mga puso sa araw na ito. Huwag pong kalimutan ang ating Filipino Christmas TV special sa Lunes na po yan, December 20, alas 9:30 ng gabi. Dito po sa app na TV36 sa Freeview. No? At a couple of minutes later ay ina-upload din natin po sa ating YouTube channel ang Barangay New Zealand para dun sa mga nasa ibang bansa o hindi nakapanood ng ating premier television newscast. So, pero sa TV muna bago po sa YouTube. So maraming salamat po at tandaan, ang Barangay New Zealand is your program. No? At hindi ito para sa akin, ito ay para sa atin lahat. Kaya dito na po kayo, dito sikat tayo, the Barangay New Zealand. No? Yan ang ating battle cry. The Filipino story, ikwento mo.